How's it going out there, YouTube family? Let me look here. I guess I wouldn't be Stack Daddy if I didn't come at you, you know, kind of some heavy stuff every once in a while. And I'll show you this just to kind of, it's not a bragging deal or nothing like that. It's just, this is years of hard work and I've been at this for a long time. So a lot of you guys have more, a lot of you guys have less. And when I say guys, I mean ladies and gentlemen. But this is one of my little gold hoards here or whatever. When I'm moving this stuff around, like I always say, kind of, I think you should diversify. You should have precious metals and stocks, and I like crypto and all kinds of stuff. But I also think you should really diversify where you keep your stuff. And sometimes I get stuff and I move it around, and it just, I may just do a little flip flop deal, and I don't know why it makes me feel better. Like I'll move this precious metals over here and then put this in the same spot, but I've still got precious metals in that spot. But for whatever reason, it makes me, I don't know. It's a mental thing is what it comes down to. But I'm kind of moving this gold, and I need to do something here. I need to make this video, and I didn't really get this to make a video, to be honest with you. It's not unboxing like I typically do, but I have it, so I might as well make a little show and tell video. But let me show you what I got here, guys. What we have here is 10 1 ounce gold maples, 24 karat, Canadian, the pride of Canada, one of the most popular gold coins on the planet. I'm not going to say it's the most popular, man. It's up there. It hangs with the gold eagle. If we have 10 of those, and then we have 1.5 ounces of the South African Krugerrand, which is, I know it's crazy. It's one of the least sought after. I mean, it's one of the quickest ones that a coin shop will sell me at spot, but it's one of my favorite. I think it's cool. It's one of my favorites. So we got a 1 ounce and 1/2 ounce Krugerrand here on the front. This is, I think, it's President Kruger, who was around when they minted this, or maybe right after. Then on the back, it's got the spring buck. I mean, this is just, I don't see what the problem. I mean, I like it. Some people don't like the color. It's colored that way because it's 22 karat gold, because it's got some copper mixed in with it. I mean, the Krugerrand it's the first modern gold bullion coin. I mean, this coin was just the king for years. It's the first one. It just does some cool stuff. It's the only one that doesn't have a dollar value on it. It doesn't have a $5, $10. It's not like that. It's the only one that doesn't have it. It's just based off of the price of gold and how much gold is in it. I just think it's cool. I like the color. I mean, when the coin shops say, "Oh, I got Krugs," melt, I'm all over them. I mean, I'm all over them just like any other gold coin. Um, Man, what else? It was the most popular coin for a long time. It's been around the longest. It's been around since 1967. The name Krugerrand comes from President Kruger, and it comes from the Rand Mint, which is as what they call, like we call our money a dollar. The South Africa, it's a rand, so that's where they get that from, Krugerrand. It's just got a cool story, and I like the color. I like I'm not saying I just like it's more beautiful than anything, but I kind of this dull yellowy color. I mean, I like it. Me personally, but do I want to? Let's see, guys. Do I want to do this? And then do I want to do this and shake the camera everywhere? But yeah, guys, I like it, and you know, I've got quite a bit of them. This is just a little spot of gold that I had here. Oh yeah, this isn't in the U.S., so yeah, the spring buck. I mean, 1980. I'm all over it, guys. When the coin shops call, it's almost like when I ask them, "Hey, what do you got? Think a spot? You got any deals?" They're like, "Oh, I got some Krugerrands." I'm like, "Sweet." I mean, I'm all, and the same with the silver Krugs, man. People do the same way. They just, for lack of a better term, they just hate on them, man. And I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I love these little 1/2 ouncers. See, it fits perfectly in my. Anybody ever do the math? I buy 50 of these for $8. So I'm gonna do the math here one of these times, and whatever that comes to. But they're real cheap, and they come with these fillers. You can make any coin fit them. I mean, I had someone tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't be putting all those coins in those. You're wasting your money, and you don't put Morgans in those. Who cares about that?" It wasn't rude to me, just talking, But I don't look at it like that. Like I said, guys, I got some Krugs here, just a couple. Mainly, this is all a little stash of maples, and I've had these for for years, guys. Scratches and all that, I don't care. I've had these for years. I mean, right now gold's what 3,600 and something an ounce. But I mean, I was buying these when it was. I bought these for much less than half that. I can't remember the price, but it was less than $1,800. That's what you get with this 24 karat gold. I mean, you're just going to get the scratches, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's cooler if it didn't, but man, gold is gold. Gold is like nothing else, man. Gold is gold. I got one that's not quite as scratchy. I don't know. I don't ever look at them this close. This is crazy, guys. Right now, I think I jotted it down. Right now, we're looking at about $42,500. Like if you wanted to go buy this and have what I have sitting here right now, you need about 42,500. I don't know what I got in all these coins, but I have less than 20,000 for sure. Less than 20 grand. Do I want to venture to say about 15,000? So I don't know. People talk about, oh, guys, I got to stop doing that. People talk about stocks versus this and that. I just don't know. I mean, I have stocks for years and they've shot way up too. It's all good, man. You know, everybody knows stocks are solid. Precious metals are solid. Most stocks are solid. Precious metals are solid. Um, Now the question is about crypto and stuff like that. But I think everybody's getting a pretty good idea that, you know, for the most part. I mean, I know that I hopped on the crypto bandwagon some years ago. Precious metals is my favorite because it's cool and you can have it and you can hold it. Like, I can't come here and hold in my hand and talk about and show you guys, a bunch of Nvidia stock, but I have a bunch of Nvidia stock and Bitcoin and all kinds of stuff. But I mean, I've got all that stuff and a bunch of others. I know you guys probably do too, but there's something cool about this. Just the weight of it. I mean, I don't know. It's just super cool, and I'm just going to keep on getting it. Like I said, I've got about 13 years. I keep trying to adjust it to the camera. That's why it's shaking, guys. I got about 13 years before I'm going to stop and say, okay, what do I want to do? I want to start to cash out here because eventually, you kind of want to do something. I don't know. Maybe you have plenty of other money, other ways, and you don't get rid of this, and it goes down to kids and grandkids. Maybe that's what we do. I don't know. We don't know, guys. We're gonna have to see. Am I gonna make it another 13 years? I don't know. We don't know, and I hope so, but who knows? But nevertheless, guys, I just wanted to show you this, and this is kind of a document, and I wanted to show you guys, but it's also kind of documenting for me. I'm starting to take more pictures and document my stuff just in case, and it's cool to look back every once in a while, like having a nice classic ride or a really cool vehicle. It's cool to have it around. You can go out in the garage and look at it versus having it way off somewhere locked up in some you know storage. It's just hard to get to. It's kind of cool to you know it's cool to have the stuff around a little bit and look at it and share a few videos with you guys. But like I said, guys, I like all of these, but man, I don't understand the problem with the Krugerrands. I don't know what I don't. They're probably the least popular of all the gold, you know, the bullion government gold coins. I think they may be. The Krugs may be. I mean, even when it comes to the silver, and I really don't know why. Is it because they got a problem with South Africa? Or I've never really looked into it, but I know that, man, I think they're cool. I mean, I always have. I don't know if it's not the first that I ever got, but 20 years ago or whatever. But I mean, I know I was on them years ago. Like I think I've got a stash of these that are, I don't know what they're from, 2009, 2010 or something significant about '09. I think I bought a little pretty good shot of Krugerrands that year. Krugs, whatever you want to call them. But nevertheless, guys, there it is. We're looking at it, or I had to jot it down. We're looking at just really like 42,500, like 42,340 bucks, whatever it comes to. You guys can do the math. Just do the spot price of gold times 11.5 because you're looking at 11 and a half ounces of gold. And I've had it around me too long, and it's stupid. I mean, this is a nice brand new vehicle sitting here, or, this is, depending on where you live, this is, 25% of a decent house these days, depending on what part of the country you live in. This is, I don't know. You guys tell me, what can you do with $42,500? You could, a person could live in retirement, kind of decent on that for about a year, probably, if you spent, say, $900 a week. Say, I got, everything's paid off, you know, and I've got $900 a week, what do they call it? Spending money. We call it something else. You know what I mean, guys? I got $900 a week here to, pay the light bill and those kind of bills and buy my food just to live on. You don't want to be dealing with that and still owing on a house and all that and have big vehicle payments and all that. But this is a chunk of change here. There's plenty of people in America that work an entire year and maybe they don't, they don't get this much money. Well, if you made $20 an hour, what's that come to? I can't even think anymore, guys. 20 bucks an hour is $800 a week. So yeah, that's going to get you 40 something about. That's going to get you about this much money a year, $20 an hour job. And it's not anymore, but I remember back when I was younger, if you had a $20 an hour job or a 20 something dollar an hour job or whatever, that was you were kind of sort of doing okay. And now that number is like, you got to be in the 30s or maybe 40 something bucks an hour. But I do remember that being kind of a thing. Keep touching it, guys. Keep touching the phone, shaking it around. You guys don't care though. But nevertheless, guys, I got to get this stuff put back in one of my little stash spots. I just want to show you this little hoard of gold. I'll put this up, and I may not see it again. I may go months, or I may go so many years. What am I gonna just go look at it? I know it's there. I know it's safe. But when I get it out, I might as well document it a tad bit. But guys, what we have here, one more time, this is 10 1 ounce Canadian gold maple leafs, one of the most popular coins on planet Earth, 24 karat pure gold. And then we have a 1 ounce and a half ounce South African Krugerrand. This is, what is this? I had to do something. I know this is 2 point something percent copper. So it's not. It's 22 karat gold. It's 1 ounce of 22 karat gold, and then they mixed in the copper to make it tougher. You notice, like when I picked up a maple, and I picked up one of these. Let's do that again. That's something kind of interesting. But this one just doesn't. You see how this one? You see the difference in those? How much more durable this one is? This could be carried around in your pocket, and you could, move it around, and it's just a lot tougher. But this thing here, you could take your fingernail and write your name on it. But let's look at the difference. Versus this has got little blemishes and stuff, but it doesn't, when you get up on this one, it doesn't have what this has. This side don't look that bad, but this over here with all these bigger fields, look at that. But it's 24 karat gold. I'm not going to sit and say that 24 karat gold is not considered, or it's not more sought after, or considered more premium. And I think, we know that's 4.9's fine. I'm pretty sure this doesn't say it, but I'm pretty sure we know this isn't 4.9's fine, guys. But that's the difference. But I think that's cool, man. I think it's just as cool, and I dare to say maybe even cooler. I don't want to say that because I'd be definitely jump back, guys. Definitely the underdog, because people around the world are going to be all over that. And if you try to argue how this is good, or even whatever, even you definitely don't want to say it's better. Like, you're crazy. I get it, guys. I guess it's not, but I just don't understand the Krugerrand hate. But nevertheless, guys, I just wanted to show you guys this and kind of document it for myself, and people and the kids in the future or whatever, before it gets stashed away. And we'll see what happens here in 13 years if I'm still kicking. We'll see if I exit out, the way that I'm kind of sort of thinking, or is it going to be a situation where I don't need to because other stuff has come through really well, and I'll just keep this and just keep stacking, and then I'll just dump some. As long as they're grateful and decent and they're good like they are now, my kids are turning out good. But let's say they stay that way. Maybe I got some Maybe I got some top-notch grandkids on the way. I'm not totally sure. Hopefully, all I can do is hope and pray that everybody's top-notch, doing good, being a great citizen and all that. If that's the case, maybe you dump something like this on them. Maybe they continue on stacking. Maybe they take it straight and start cashing out. That's their deal. You can't, because it's, you build up quite a value or quite a bit of money in this stuff. You might literally have millions of dollars worth of precious metals. You just dump that on somebody. You're giving them, you know, you're giving them a lot of responsibility. A lot of people get nervous. They don't like that. A lot of people, they want their money in the bank. They want things official. A lot of people have $1 million in cash. They got it in the bank. They're doing great. They're not thinking much about it. They got it in the duffel bag in their closet, and they're having panic attacks. People are different. People are different. So, you go dumping something like this on kids or grandkids or whoever you're into, nieces, nephews, whatever, whoever you think is appropriate to have it and can handle it. It may be a lot for them to absorb. I mean, to maybe a lot to handle. Like I'm sitting here I've got this and plenty of more stuff around me now. I don't even know what I've got too much stuff around right now. But a lot of people wouldn't like that. They don't want 100 and something thousand bucks worth of stuff sitting around their house. And I don't normally do that. It's not around and it's about to not be around. But a lot of people wouldn't even, they wouldn't even be having this going on. Maybe not even one of these. A lot of people wouldn't even want one of these. They wouldn't even want $3,700 in cash. That would be. I know people like that. I've seen people like that. I've paid people in cash over the years on different things, and as soon as I handed them that money, man, they just immediately they wasn't used to it. They've never held this many thousands of dollars in their hand. It wasn't whether if it's a contractor or whoever it may be, you can tell they were like, oh my goodness, and somebody even said that, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I was expecting the check. Oh my gosh, I've got to leave here and go straight to the bank. They're just not. It's not their thing. But nevertheless, guys, I'll babble on about this forever. I just wanted to show this to you guys, and maybe this will motivate some people just to keep stacking, consistently stack and stack. This is like years of stacking and working hard and just pushing and pushing and pushing, guys. This is what it takes. You keep on clicking along. There was a time when I started, I didn't even have one of these. I didn't even have one of these. There's a time I didn't even have 1 ounce of silver. But you just kind of keep persevering. It's like anything else in life. You're kind of like, I don't know, building, there was a time when I didn't have any money in a 401k, or I didn't have any money in stocks or IRAs or none of that stuff. We all had to start somewhere. We all start. And if you're 18 years old or younger watching this, or if you're 82 years old or older and you're watching this, and you don't have any of this stuff yet, or you just got a small amount, I mean, it doesn't matter. No stack is the perfect stack. It doesn't matter if you've got way more or way less, just as long as you're stacking. If you're buying, $10 worth of junk silver a week, hey, you're buying $40 worth of junk silver a month. You're buying 180 bucks worth of junk silver a year. After 10 years, you've got almost $5,000 worth of junk silver. So, just keep pushing and persevering. But all right, guys, enough babbling on. I just wanted to kind of make this video just so I can go put this stuff back to bed. I like it in, a nice, quiet, very secure, dark spot. That's where I like it. Just behind layers of security. I don't really like it hanging out at my house, even though it's in, high-end safes and all that. I still don't like it. I don't like it for very long like that. Let's just say that much. It's cool to have it come and visit for a little bit, but then it needs to go back, back to its little cave or whatever you want to call it. But all right, guys, Stack Daddy, Middle America. This is a little bit different. This isn't my typical unboxing video. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed it. Any questions? Slap them in the comments. If you don't mind, subscribe, like, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. If you want to share it, go ahead and share it. I had a subscriber the other day, Self-Hordian share, and man, I got some. I wasn't really thinking much about it, but I got some more subscribers from that. Not that the subscriber deal is not a huge deal, but still, it is. I mean, everybody would want to have more subscribers, right? Like everybody wants to have more silver and more gold and more money and be able to, run faster and jump higher. It's just human nature. But all right, guys, Stack Daddy Middle America, out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching.